Okay, what do you think of the last video? I hope that you feel inspired by my awesome insiders. If you did not get a chance to check it out, be sure you watch it because we give 3 examples of how to use social media to grow your sales. Now, in this video, we're talking about the unavoidable truth of slow traffic days. Have you had slow days? I'm sure you have. All retailers do. And in fact, I'm filming this in Carlsbad, California. It's raining. I know that the tourists here and the locals here are going to wait to do their shopping until tomorrow because it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. But what happens when it's raining for days and traffic is just down because of bad weather days or the polar vortex? Some of you might have experienced that. Or what about when there's construction right in front of your store and it totally blocks the foot traffic? So traffic is down because of that. Or like we hear from our retailers who are in tourist towns, rural areas, they're far away. Or what about maybe you were in a complex that was really busy and then all of a sudden like the grocery store left and then all the stores started to leave and now you're in this abandoned, shopping complex. It's ghost town. It's just you. Like nobody's walking by. You have to work really hard to drive the traffic in. And we just did this study with our retailers where I asked what's the one problem that's holding you back from getting more customers in your store? And by a landslide, the answer was location. And a lot of the people said that they've been in their store for 10, 15, 20 plus years, and they still have people coming in who are locals, born and raised, who didn't know that they existed. So if you can relate to any of those things with our slow traffic, all because of things that we can't control like weather or construction, or things that we're just in a bad location, then you're gonna love this video because I have 3 tips to bring more customers into your store. And let's dive in. We are talking with tip number 1, which is you cannot just sit around hoping that people come in. Okay, and I have a perfect example for this. We're in Carlsbad, California. I moved here 9 years ago, almost to the day of filming this. And I'm originally from Colorado. When I moved here, I found this great coffee shop. At the time, I just needed my laptop and Wi-Fi, so I'd work at different coffee shops around the town. And I started to look at the different retailers in this little complex that I found. Like it was a little tucked away from the streets, like you can access it, but you have to park on the street and you walk in and then there's 2 levels and you've got some shops and coffee shops, restaurants, things like that. Really cute area. So I would be sitting out there working on my computer and looking around at the different stores, and I saw this gift shop and I noticed that she always just seemed slow. Like there wasn't many people ever in there. And I even went into the store a couple of times to see what kind of products, and she had good products and gift items and some like holiday decor items, but there was never customers in the store. So this is going on for several years now. Like I revisit this coffee shop. I'm always curious about the store now. It's like my thing. I have to look and see, are there people in there? And right before filming this video, I even went on to her social media to see like, is she using social because nobody's in the store? And she's not. She didn't post on Facebook or Instagram for the past year. It's like she gave up on Facebook and Instagram. And her Google page doesn't list her website. She barely has any reviews, and she's been there for at least 9 years, for as long as I've lived here. So it's almost like she's hoping that people just stumble into her store, right? She knows that there's other businesses there, so she just wants the looky-loos, the window shoppers, the foot traffic, and they just come in on their own. She's just hoping people come in. That's not going to be sustainable. You have to actively market your business. And with so much competition now with Amazon and e-commerce and businesses moving, and I know things are changing with landlords and rent, and there's just so much, you have to actively market your store. So don't just hope that people come in. Make sure that you're actively marketing. Number 2 is you have to stop saying you don't have time. And there's a chance some people are going to be mad at me watching this, and I hope that's not you, but I have to address this because so many of my retailers say, I don't have time. I can't sit there and tweet and post to Instagram and Facebook, and like, I have a million things to do. And I do not doubt that you are incredibly busy. In fact, I think retailers are some of the most busy people I have ever met. I am also a small business owner. I know what it's like having a ton of things on your to-do list and feeling like there is no way you can get to it all, and having those really overwhelming and frustrating days. But here's the deal. If we don't make time to market our stores and our businesses, nobody's gonna come in. It goes back to point number one, right? Where we're just hoping for people to come in. You have to make marketing a priority to drive people in. When I think of a successful retailer, I think of Michelle. Now, Michelle owns the Pet Authority, which is a pet store in Albert Lea, Minnesota. And when we met Michelle and she became an insider, she had a to-do list 18 miles long, like all the retailers that we meet. But Michelle was ready to take some time to learn what she needed to learn and use social media to get the word out about her store. And she did just that. And in 2 months, Michelle had an average of 6 additional people in her store every single day. That was a fun email to get. She's like, oh, this is so exciting. Then a couple months later, because Michelle is actively marketing, she's not saying I don't have time, she's making it a priority. And she is being found by the local news station, other local businesses are seeing her, and she was asked to speak by the local economic development committee at their next meeting as the local social media expert, because she's doing such a great job. And she emailed me feeling kind of silly that they wanted her to speak on social media. Like, she's a pet store. She's an expert in pets, right? But she was just committed to her marketing. She wasn't spending hours a day on social media, but she made it a priority. It makes me think about too, I was in Portland, it was in October, I was in a touristy town just outside of Portland, Astoria, and it's super cute. There's all these little shops, they all were open, but it was dead. Like, there was no traffic, no cars, nothing. Everybody was still open, it was drizzling, and I just was walking down the street thinking, what would I do if I owned one of these stores? Like, what would be one of my focuses? And hands down, it's gonna be marketing. Like, I know that might also be a time for you to talk to your reps and reorder product and clean and whatever you need to do, because you have a lot going on as a retailer, but marketing's gotta be top. I mean, I immediately thought, I would go live, I would show some of the new items I just got in, and I would tell people, hey, it's gonna be raining all week. You can go ahead and just click this PayPal link, pay for this item, I'll hold it aside for you. When it's nice, come on in. You don't even have to turn the car off. Just like hop out, get your item, get back in the car and be on your way. So making things easy and convenient, almost bringing your products to people, you have to have time for that. Like, if you don't have any customers, how are we spending our time? It needs to be on marketing. It needs to be top priority. And then number three is that I'm gonna just keep going with this. Number 3 is you have to be patient. So social media, like success and these 6 customers a day and all these like great testimonials that I have from my retailers, those didn't happen overnight. When I speak, a lot of people come up to me and ask, like, how quick can I see results, right? If I do this program or if I start some ads, how quick will I see results? And I wish that I could have this magic formula and tell you exactly when you're gonna see people coming in and exactly how much they're gonna spend, but it doesn't work that way. But I will tell you this. We had a client, now this is a little bit of a rare case, but we had a client, Maureen, who owns Skirt, and in just 6 days of working with her and using Facebook and Instagram, we helped her achieve her record-breaking sales day of 13 years of being in business. That was also another fun email to get. It was like all caps, 1,000,000 exclamation points, because she was so excited about what she saw. The power of social media really helped drive her business forward. But like I said, that's the rare case, right? That's 6 days. A lot of our insiders, when they join, they typically start seeing results after a couple of weeks. They'll share with us in the community, they'll respond to our emails and let us know what's going on. But sometimes it might take a few months. I mean, you have to be patient and you've got to be consistent. It goes back to actively market, and we're making sure we make time for it. And you might need to tweak and change some things, but you have to be patient. Another retailer that this makes me think of is Rusty, who owns the Green Monkey. It's a gift shop and craft beer and wine bar in Raleigh, North Carolina. And he just posted this in our Facebook group for insiders. I bet you can relate to this. He says, do you ever have those days when you're looking at the numbers and you get frustrated by what you see? You begin to doubt your efforts. Then bam! New customer comes in and tells you he just moved here a week ago and he saw your Facebook post and he had to come in and dropped a $50 plus sale and got to know your regulars. Sometimes it's the little things. Don't give up. This stuff works. Winning. And then he has 4 emojis to have the money sign tongue sticking out. Okay. So I love that Rusty posted this to our insiders because we all have those days where we are feeling frustrated and it's not working, and I'm trying, but you have to be patient. So those are my 3 tips. I know that you can drive more traffic into your store, and I know that because that's what we are at Crystal Media. My team and I, we are foot traffic experts. Like, we know how to drive traffic in to your store, and that's exactly what I teach to my insiders. Now, if you are interested in learning more about the strategies that my insiders use and what it's like to be an insider, then watch the next video. I'll share with you what's inside what you get by being a member. I want to make it easier for you to get started today, because if you feel like you have a lot to learn right now, if you haven't been doing social media, if you feel behind, if you feel overwhelmed, where do I start? Wherever you are on your journey, just think about how much harder it's going to be if you wait to get started. I have everything you need inside of our insider membership, and if you're ready, I would love to help you grow your store traffic. So you'll learn more in the next video. I just want to say that I know there's a lot of places and people that you can learn social media from. I would be honored to teach you. I focus on retailers looking to drive foot traffic and sell more product. We have a community of retailers as well to help support you. So if that sounds like a group you'd love to be a part of, we would love to have you. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.